guys, I'm Hannah.
I'm Justin.
And we are the Grays. And we are super excited to present a new type of video to you guys.
So this is going to be the first of our top movie series where we rank the top movies in whatever category we list. So it can be top Disney movies, top animated movies. But today for the first video, it's top movies of 2018.
Yes, we're in 2019 now, so we thought it would be good to do top movies of 2018. So we're excited for this one.
Yes, this is something I do every year, but it's just for me. So this is going to be fun. Now there's a little bit more purpose behind it. So we each had our own separate top 10s that had similarities, but they also had differences. And what we did was combine our list and create one universal Gray rating top 10. There are a few honorable mentions that didn't make the cut, but they were somewhere on her list, somewhere on mine.
So the first one on my list was Ready Player One.
This one was on my top 10. It was Won't You Be My Neighbor. This one was actually not on my list. It was in my top 15, but not top 10. Still great. Black Panther.
Our numbers 8 through 10 were movies that either came from my list or his list. I am going to reveal the ones that came from my list. He'll reveal the ones that came from his list. And then when we get into 7 through 1, we'll flip-flop back and forth because those were movies that were on both of our lists. This one was mine, and it was Ralph Breaks the Internet. We don't have the DVD because it's not out yet, but I just loved this movie so much. I was crying of laughter basically the entire time.
The movie is hilarious. I will give it that. It wasn't in my top 10 or 15. I think at the end of the day, what I take away from it is like, it was funny. Like it was
so funny.
I think there were parts of that movie where I was in tears laughing.
If Disney doesn't make those princess PJs, they are just, I need to talk to someone because that is such a missed opportunity.
Number 9 was on my list. It was Green Book. It had the charm to it. It had the complexity to it. And it was just great. Like,
I did really enjoy Green Book a lot. There's really no reason, I guess, that it didn't make my top 10 other than that. There were other movies that I want to watch more, so.
Yeah. This was a hard movie for her to watch. This was actually my number 4.
Yeah.
My number 4, so it's up there. It was
very high on his list.
This was my number 1 for a good chunk of the year, and it's American Animals. Boy, oh boy, do I love this movie. There's a scene in that movie that is so hard to watch.
It was, I don't even want to rewatch this movie because of that one scene that I just... it wrecked me. The scene where she's actually talking about is actually, like, the scene as a whole is one of my favorite scenes of the whole year because I had the biggest reaction to it. A lot of people haven't seen American Animals. And obviously, I had a big reaction to it because I don't even want to watch it again.
See, I do. But it's not for that scene. It's because the style, the way they formatted the movie is so unique and different.
It was. And I will give it that. I did think this movie was amazing, but simply because of the one big scene in the movie.
The scene is leading up to, essentially.
And they did such a good job with it. Like, incredible job because I was mortified. I'm super excited about this one. Upgrade. Amazing movie. Again, I didn't really know what to expect going into it, and I was so pleasantly surprised. There were so many twists and turns I wasn't expecting, and it was just so clever.
The movie is nuts. It's nuts.
It's a wild ride.
And I'm honestly like so surprised. I knew you wanted to see, but it was one that I was like, I got our friends together, like we need to go see Upgrade because I knew it was going to be that type of genre action sci-fi film that I was going to love, and I did. I was so surprised at how much this one loved this movie because there's some scenes in this movie that are like, whoa. Number 6, 3 Identical Strangers.
Oh.
What an amazing documentary.
So
my goodness.
Good.
It's about
3 kids who
were separated
at birth
and
found each other.
And
but I called the reason they were separated from the very start.
Did.
And
we won't spoil it.
So good.
It's a great documentary. Like
Yeah.
it's like a documentary thriller. Don't look up the story. Like if you are interested in it, just watch it blindly, because then you'll get the reaction that she had.
A Quiet Place. I just love this movie. It's everything I want in a thriller, and I love Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. They're so amazing. But I don't know. I just really loved it.
It's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, see it. This is a small indie film. I don't think a lot of people have seen it. Infinity War. What else is there to say? This was probably my favorite theater experience of the year. If you've seen it, which who hasn't, that ending was shocking. In the theater was just, I love that reaction in the theater. We won't spoil it in case there's one person who hasn't seen it, but I'm telling Infinity War. I can't wait for Endgame. Number 4. The movie is great. It's one of the best superhero films I've seen.
And in third place is Searching. Searching is such a cool movie.
Such a good movie.
It's told from the perspective of only technology through screens. So you're not actually seeing anything like face to face, I guess you could say. It's all told through either a computer screen or a TV screen.
And you have audio, and you have Google searches, and it's a thriller. Basically, a father's daughter goes missing, and he's trying to find her. Like a very simple story, but the way it's told is so unique and so well done, because it could have been gimmicky. This is another one I think not too many people have seen. And
the way that it ends, though,
I loved it.
Don't, I don't know, I didn't expect it, and that's what I really loved, because I was expecting one thing, and another happened, and it just made it that much better.
Number 2, 8th Grade. This movie has so many different elements. It has one of the most stressful / uncomfortable scenes of the year. It has a huge beating heart. It's awkward. It's cringy, and it's just so good. Another one that I'm like, people I think need to see 8th Grade. If you work with students, see 8th grade. Yeah.
So we were able to listen to a Q&A after the movie with the main actress, Elsie Fisher, and Bo Burnham, who directed it. And it was just so interesting to hear everything about the movie.
Yeah.
Right after watching it, and it was just so good.
So our number 1 movie of the year.
This was both of our number 1s.
This is one of those movies that I literally cannot shut up about. This is one of those movies that I think it's a game changer. This is one of those movies that when I saw it, it just blew my mind.
The people want to know. Spider-Verse. We call it different things.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Wow. That's one word I can use to describe Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It had emotion. It had heart. It was funny. It was action-packed. It literally has everything I want out of the movie.
I feel like I was actually a little bit more of a skeptic going into it. I wasn't sure how I was going to respond to it, because I was unsure of the concept of a Spider-Verse and there being more than one Spider-Man and all of that. And I had no idea about Miles Morales. I knew nothing about his character.
Me neither,
at all.
actually. I didn't know much.
But oh my word, I love Miles Morales. He is amazing. And all of the other Spider-Man characters they bring into it are just so good.
I think it's easily one of the best superhero films I've seen, and it's just great. And I'm not afraid to overhype it either. So that is our top 10 movies of 2018. A lot of great films that came out in 2018. Stop it. If you have any recommendations for other top videos, write it down in the comments. This is something that I love doing because it's just fun. And so
it's a little more difficult for me because I don't feel like I can rank things as well, but it's fun being able to do it together.
And if there's any one of these that you want to hear more about, let us know too, because we would love to do like individual reviews for these movies and talk about them. Because there's a lot to say about a lot of them. But that's our top 10. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like it if you like it. And in the spirit of 8th grade,
Gucci!